Hi, my name is Nelias, and in this video I'm going to take you through the process which I follow while doing my video editing. So when the footage is brought from the field, I dump it, and this is where I place it inside a folder. So I have the audio recorded separately, and then I have the video that is also separate. So that tells you I'll have to go through the process of synchronizing, which is another step that I do follow. So I have arranged my footage depending on the days. So I have day 1 of the shoot, day 2 up to the last day of the shoot. So if it's taking a month, I'll have 30 days or so. Yes. And each and every day I have a folder of video, and I have a folder that contains the audio. So as I have said, I usually have the audio and the visual separate, so I have to synchronize. So when I'm using Premiere Pro, I prefer to use this software, Pro i4, to synchronize the audio and the visual so that I can have one clip with clean sound that I'm going to use in the edit. However, when I'm using Final Cut, I love to do everything inside of Final Cut. Even synchronizing, I do it inside of Final Cut. I don't need Pro Eyes for that. So now here inside of Pro 4, I'm going to drag and drop my footage, and then the software will do its thing, and it's going to synchronize my audio to my visual, and then I'm going to export an XML file, which I'm then going to import inside the Premiere Pro and use it for my edit. When I'm working with Final Cut 10, it's much easier because I don't have to do the synchronizing outside of the software. I just do it inside. So I just go ahead and create the library and then your project and import the footage and get working without having to go outside of the software, which is pretty amazing. I find it to be. So now when it comes to importing, I consider a number of factors. So if I'm dealing with heavy footage, like say 4K footage, I'll have to create proxy media. But if I'm dealing with the normal 1080, 1920, I'll have to just use optimized media because I'll not have problem with playback while editing. So now I'm using a clip from Uradi, a film that is coming soon. It is work in progress, something to watch out for. Something great is loading. Therefore, because it is in 4K, I have to create both proxy media and also check on the optimized media when importing. I think you can see those places that I'm talking about. So those are the settings for my import. I just import. So now I have imported my files and I get missing proxy. Wow. This is because the background task has not completed doing its thing, so it's still generating the proxies, and until then everything will be offline. But when the proxies have been generated and the background task is done, then I'll be able to do my cut because I'll be able to view my proxy files. But for now, I'll have to wait. We wait. That's what we do, editors. We wait. We are patient. We don't love seeing offline media. Wow. Now the proxy files have been generated, and now wow, my footage is there. I can be able to do the cut, but it's not for all clips. Therefore, I have to wait for the background task to complete up to 100. Otherwise, I still have some clips that are that the proxies have not yet been generated yet, you see. So I'll have to wait until the background task is done, and then I'll be able to do the cut. So meanwhile, we import our XML file into Premiere Pro so that we can do our cut there. So understand that this XML file contains 2 sequences, one with audio replaced, the other one with audio that is not replaced, that is audio together with the camera audio. So now this is where you make the decision when before exporting from ProRes 4. You have to click if you want to have it with audio replaced or not. So we're still imported. So now inside of the software, we can see that we have this clips that did not synchronize. The audio and the clips were not related in any manner, so there's nothing the software would do about that. So, and we have also this sequence that has both the camera audio and the recorded audio, and we have this one that has replaced the camera audio with the recorded audio. So I'm going to use this one that has the audio replaced. Now getting back to our software, Final Cut 10, we get to see that the background task is completed. Therefore, all the proxy files have been generated, and now we can be able to do the cut because we have the proxy files generated. That is, we have easy playback now because the footage or the clip that you're going to cut is not that heavy. The software can handle that. But when you're coming to export, we are going to change the settings so that we can export optimized media. But for the sake of easy workflow while cutting, we're going to use proxy media. Realize that I've got the audio recorded, the clean audio, and I've got the clips inside of the software Final Cut 10. So I'm going nowhere outside the software. The synchronizing is going to happen here inside Final Cut 10, and so the remaining part is to cut. I do my rough cut, I begin the process. Every creative has their way of doing things, so this is just my way of doing it. But you know what? As they say, the end justifies the means. Thank you for watching, and I hope next time we can get deep and start cutting.